Hey everyone, it's Elena here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something super duper exciting. I'm going to be celebrating basically Lunar New Year with you guys and sharing some common traditions and vocabulary that people use on this day. Now, I find this Chinese holiday super duper fun and it is one of the biggest in the country. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So first thing I'm going to be doing with you guys is sharing some common vocabulary words such as niao, which means ox. Now this word is the year right now, 2021's animal in the Chinese New Year calendar. Now every year there's a different animal. It circles around like 12 different animals, and I'll show you guys a picture right over here as an example. Like last year was rat and next year will be tiger, but this year's the ox, meaning industrial, smart, and hardworking. The next word is Gongshini, which means Happy New Year to you, or kind of like good luck to you. It doesn't directly really translate anything to English, but they say this in China a lot on the Spring Festival Day. So that's basically what everyone says to their relatives, their friends, and family, just to kind of say Happy New Year. 春节 is the Spring Festival or Chinese New Year. Now this is just the basic word to represent that day. 舞龙 is the dragon dance. Now this is one of my favorite things in the Chinese culture for the Lunar New Year. If you don't know what a dragon dance is, it's kind of like they have like this big dragon thing with sticks down it, and people kind of hold the sticks, and it like the dragon dances all around. I'll insert another picture right here, but I definitely recommend you guys check it out. It's super cool and a fun experience to watch. Fu is good fortune. Now this is one of the main things that people wish to other people on Lunar New Year, so that they have a great New Year and have just some good luck in all. 鞭炮 is firecrackers. Now this is what people do on the actual New Year's Day instead of New Year's Eve. Basically they take like this firecracker thing, they light it up, and it does a bunch of popping sounds. Now this is super fun but loud, and it kind of is like fiery and fierce on the New Year's Day. 红包 is an actual red envelope. Now this is a common tradition that people do on Chinese New Year. I believe the older person gives the younger child a red envelope with money, a certain amount of money in it. Now it symbolizes kind of sharing the wealth in the family and kind of just equalizing everyone as one. I really like this tradition. I think it's super duper pretty, and I'll show you guys an actual red envelope later and how it is used. And last but not least is Jiaozu, which is dumplings, one of my absolute most favorite foods. I love dumplings so much. They can be literally any flavor. They can be chicken dumplings, pork dumplings, beef dumplings, and it's a common Chinese food that is eaten on the Lunar New Year's Eve. Now that we've learned some fun vocabulary, I'm going to be sharing some common traditions and foods that is eaten and done on this day. Now, I absolutely love all the interesting and cool traditions they have on Lunar New Year. I think it's even fun to celebrate when you're not Chinese because the culture is so incredibly rich and cool. So the first main tradition is to give money in a red envelope. Now I did explain this earlier when I was showing you guys the actual vocab word, but over here I actually have a red envelope kind of to show you guys how they would look. So basically it has it's just red, and it can have like any decoration on it with some Chinese characters. This one personally is super duper cute and kind of has a cute little monkey pattern. Now it is the year of the ox, so I feel like normally people would give red envelopes with oxes on them, but this is from the year of the monkey, and you kind of just open it and fill it with money and give it to a relative. Now on the Chinese New Year, there's actually different steps on every single day. It's not only one day celebration, it is like a 15-day celebration, I believe, and it seems super duper fun, and it's all interesting every single day. Usually before the Lunar New Year's Eve, people clean their house and go shopping kind of to prepare to give out gifts and just to have a fresh start in the new year and find some new clothes, which is actually one interesting tradition they do, which I will explain later. On New Year's Eve, things are done such as having a family reunion and eating a big dinner with dumplings, pork buns, and so much more. There is so many Chinese foods that are actually eaten on this day, but every family is different and they all have their own traditions. Now, unfortunately, I don't feel like with the COVID-19 many people are having reunions, but this is what is normally done on the Chinese New Year's Day. And then people kind of give out these red envelopes and give out, I think, their gifts and just kind of celebrate in all, watching the New Year's Gala and all that stuff. The actual New Year's Day is quite more interesting. This is where they light up the firecrackers, offer sacrifices to lost ones, and do the dragon dances, all the line dances. They kind of have like a whole festival and parade in the cities, and it's kind of more of a daytime celebration rather than having like a nice family reunion at night. Now, in between these days, people mainly just spend time with family and get back to work. Is nothing really that special in between the actual New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the last day, which I'm explaining right now. Now, day 15 is one of the most interesting days out of the whole 15-day celebration. It is another festival, actually, the Lantern Festival. Now, what people do, obviously by its name, light off lanterns as they flow in the air and basically, again, celebrate together and do all of the dances again, as it is a big celebratory day in the Chinese calendar. As I was saying before, there is one tradition that is really interesting, and that is to put on new clothes in between kind of the Chinese New Year's Day and Lantern Festival. This is kind of represent like a fresh new start to the new year and kind of taking out all the bad and entering with the new. So I think it's a really cool tradition and it's very symbolic. So on the actual Chinese New Year's Eve, people eat dumplings, wontons. They actually roasted melon seeds, which sounds pretty interesting and kind of good. They eat the white rabbit creamy candy, which is not one of my personal favorites, but I feel like I should like it because it just looks so good. And they eat noodles, whole fish, whole chicken, kind of like simpler foods, but the other ones are more interesting. It depends on the family, really, on their traditions and what they believe in eating on Chinese New Year. That is all, you guys, for my quick short video on Lunar New Year, beliefs, traditions, and some vocabulary. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if you live in China or if you're Chinese, happy Chinese New Year. I hope you guys have good fortune and great happiness, but not only to the Chinese, to everyone around. So again, happy Lunar New Year, and make sure you smash that subscribe button so we can hit 1K. I might do an Animal Crossing giveaway at that checkpoint, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and hit those post notifications so you're notified every single time I post a brand new video. I'm going to be making so many more Animal Crossing, beauty, and learning videos like this one, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and weekend. Bye, guys!